Hi, this is Patrick Hannafin. Thank you for joining me today. I've got a really fun video today. I'm at the harbor entrance in the Newport Harbor. I'm actually standing in Corona del Mar, and I want to show you just a super cool house. Let me turn the camera around here. This is the entrance to the Newport Beach Harbor, and over there across the way is the Wedge, and on the other side is Big Corona, and all kinds of cool houses all around here. And the top of a hill, and then down here is the Newport Beach Harbor. And I'm going to go down some steps here, and I'm going to show you just a super cool place. And one day I was just exploring years ago, and I discovered this house. And it's real different than most of the houses in Newport Beach. It's actually built on stilts over the water. And this area is called China Cove. And it is so pretty here. Look at this. Look at this. There's a road you can drive right down to the cove. And this big house right here used to be belong. I don't know if it still was owned by the Marie Callender people who own the restaurants. And people come down here and jog and walk around. And there's a lot of steps down here, but we'll be down here in just a second. And there's a couple ways to come here. There's another cove right after this. This is called China Cove. And there's another cove called Pirates Cove that's right above it, in an area called Big Corona. And there was a Chinese house that was built on here, really cool house, on 2 lots, and the water came in from the harbor and circled around the house. And there's a little bridge. You went over the water to get into the house. Really great, but that's been torn down, and they divided it into 2 lots and built 2 nice new homes, but not the character of the China Cove. But they still call the whole area China Cove. And because it's the first real cove, as you come in the harbor, it's got really clean water. It's just a really great beach to go swimming in. Not too many people come here, so it isn't all that crowded. And let me turn the camera around now, getting closer now. And every house is different. I mean, some of these houses up here are built on the hill, and they're giant mansions. And this one right above me here, pretty crazy. I mean, it's all about the view down here. And everything's a little different, and it's individual. That's what I've always liked about it. Yeah, let me stumble on these last 2 steps here. And we'll get this camera adjusted a little better here. Let's see here. Yeah, I think that's better. And we're almost there. And anyway, I was coming down these steps, and I'll show you where they were. And to the cove, and I just used to kind of hang around. I'd go swimming at Big Corona when I was a kid. I knew the area backwards and forwards. And one time I was just coming home. I used to live on a little island called Balboa Island in the harbor. And I climbed over the hill and then went down these steps right here, right over here. And there's this house right here. Let me film this house. It's let me get this here. It's on stilts. It's completely on stilts. It's the only house in the harbor like that. It's look real carefully. There's so it used to be like right now maybe it's like 4 feet above the water, and when I first saw it, there was about 12 boats tied up under there. And what they did is they rented out little spaces on these stilts. And just the greatest location here in the world. I mean, look out. Look at how it looks out here. It's just unbelievable. You get the sunset every night, fishing boats that come right by you, kids playing on the sand. It's so pretty. And it goes right into the harbor entrance. It's the first houses as you come in on a boat. And then over here was where the Chinese house was. And I just fell in love with this little house. And this guy lived here, he had this antique car. And I go, wow, it's so cool. And anyway, I found out who owned it and kind of checked on it a bit. And then one time he got into trouble with the real estate market. This is quite a long time ago, and he needed to sell it fast. And he had plans to rebuild the whole house. And he just couldn't do it. And they said they'd sell it to me for $400,000 if I'd loan him right up front, release $100,000 to him. And I had that right then. And I go, yeah, I'll do that, and close the escrow in like about 3 or 4 weeks. And I bought it, and underneath this house here, on the stilts were all these boats. And then there's this cement wall all around this little cove here and this great beach. And anyway, I bought it and put it in escrow, gave the guy my $100,000. A couple of days later, there was the most giant storm that you could ever imagine. And I came down to look at the house. The house, I'm not kidding, like 25 feet up in the air. These stilts, I'm going, how far down do they go? This house is like up at the top of a telephone pole. And all the boats had crashed into these seawalls all around. All dozen boats were completely smashed. You could hardly even tell they were boats. They were like little foot-long pieces of fiberglass. It was just unbelievable. And I go, oh my gosh, what did I buy? My house is sitting up on a telephone pole. And I went up to Malibu, as they build a lot of houses on stilts there, and they had the same storm, and those houses are up really high too. And I found out that the houses go, the stilts go down like maybe 40, 50 feet into the sand. So you're safe. They go way, way down. So it all worked out, and I got the house, and it was really pushing it for me to hang on to it. And I cleaned out the back. As you come in, it looked like there was no parking. And there was, in the back, there was a bunch of bushes and everything. And I cleaned that out, and then all of a sudden you could park 2 cars there. No one even had realized that. And in 30 days, I resold the house for $695. I made $295,000 in a month for using my $100,000. And that was it. You know, I wanted the house so bad. I didn't ever want to sell it, but it just was just pushing it, and I couldn't maintain it and hang on to it. But you know, I still go, well, I'm not complaining. I made $300,000, and this is where the Chinese houses are. They don't have as much character as that, but the whole area is still just so beautiful. It's so nice, and it's just what a perfect place to live. I mean, I wish I could have kept it, but I got to enjoy it. I owned it for a while, and you know, you do what you can do in life. I still made $300,000 for not much, and I still love coming down to this beach. It's just the most beautiful place in the world. So that's my story. It's just a fun story. Nothing really eventful happened, but it was just such a beautiful house. And you know, I got to play in it for a month or two and have fun with it. And it's just fantastic down here. So, you know, you don't have to be a millionaire to come down here. You can come down here for park for free, walk down the hill like I just did, and just enjoy yourself and have a beautiful day. So anyway, thank you for listening to my video. And look at this house over here. It's just a little small place too. Not everyone's got to be the biggest thing in the world. So thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed me, my name is Patrick Hannafin. I talk about real estate, the economy. Try to tell you some positive things to not do all doom and gloom. And have a blessed week. And thank you for watching. If you like this video, leave me a like. I'd really appreciate it. And thank you again. God bless.